You're going to do however many hops it takes you to get down and how many squares you can skip. So if you're just going to jump one, that's fine. If you feel like you can jump three, that's fine. Yeah, so however many squares you can clear, that's how far you're jumping. If you want to just do bunny hops again, feel free. If you want to go pretty far, go for it. Alright, so whatever you feel comfortable with, going for the distance. Ready, and go! Alright, level 2 and concentration. Now, Gracie, go grab a quick sip of water, and then I need you guys, if you plan on sparring, if you have your sparring gear here, I need you to set it out on the side, so when sparring time comes, you can just quickly grab it. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Alright, go grab your water, go get your sparring gear. And go. Yes, ma'am. And then Mr. Watts, you don't have to spar unless you want to. If you want to, go ahead, but if you don't, that's okay. Hey, do we have our sparring gear? Okay. What? Huh? What did you say? And then yours, but in these. All right, find a dock, find a dock. And go that only one day. And Dustin, I want you to put your spine gear over there where everyone else is. There we go. All right, so here's our agenda for today. We're going to go over our combos, and if we have time, do combos on the Westminster, and then we're going to go over point sparring because our tournament is next Saturday. So we're going to go over all the logistics and ins and outs of point sparring just to get you guys ready for that. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, let's go over our combinations. I feel like we are very sweet. And then, actually, that's it. And set to the left. Aye. Ethan, right your turn. Cassie. All right, American Taekwondo number 1. Remember, these are our jump kicks. And go. Good, and I want you to hold out that last move. Hold out that punch. There we go. And turn to Sam. Yes, ma'am. All right, who can tell me specifically what are these kicks in number 1? Chloe? Good. All right, let's do it again. Number 1. And go. All right, hold out that last move. Back punch. There we go. And turn. Yes. All right, number 2, who can tell me what these kicks are? Alexis? You forgot. Haley?
Jump back leg side kick, reverse side kick back.
Good. All right, number 2. Still facing our target, hands by our face. We should be spinning in circles. And go. And turn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, when we say a jump back leg side kick, that means you actually have to jump, trying to get off the ground. Some of us aren't even trying. Some of us, we just did this. Make sure we at least try, attempt to do our jump. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Guys, level 2, I'd like to see some effort in these combinations. Number 2 again. And go. All right, this is a back punch, meaning our fist is closed, not a rich hand, but a back punch. And turn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, number 3. And go. Remember that look around is together. Don't take your leg down in between. And turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, number 3 again. Get your hands up. And go. Hold up that last punch. And turn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, number 4. This is the one we vaguely gone over. We kind of went in depth with last week, but not as much as I would have liked to. So I'm going to show you it once, and then we'll do it just to refresh your memory. So I'm here. Number 4. Yeah. Don't forget that back fist before the back punch in the end. That's the most commonly missed move in this one. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, number 4. Both your right hand. And go. Good. And turn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then I think I shared this tip with you guys last week, but I remember this one as number 4 because as we do our rich hand, with our rich hand, we're holding up the number 4 if we're doing it correctly. So that's how I remember it. So rich hand, and then look, I'm holding up the number 4. This is number 4 in American Taekwondo. Just a little trick. All right, so we're set towards the front doors. Number 4, and go. Front punch, wrist, reverse back fist, round kick.
Back leg ground kicks. Back fist. Well, let's go back.
The other hand is high,
Back
our
leg ground
face.
kicks.
So back
Yeah.
push.
All your
Back. And turn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's break this one down. So repeat and do it after me. Say front punch.
Front punch.
Rich hand.
Rich hand.
Reverse back fist.
Reverse
back fist.
Back leg ground kick.
Back leg ground kick.
Back fist.
Back fist.
Back punch.
Back punch.
All right, and turn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so some of us are chambering our hands on that back punch. As much as I love that, let's save that for our forms and our combinations. I want that other hand by our face because if we apply this in sparring, we don't want it chambered because that leaves our whole side of our face open for contact. We want it up here to protect our face. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, number 4 again. And go. Good. All right, and reset. Yes, ma'am. All right, we're gonna do some quick line drills on our wave masters with our lines. So the lines you were in for our ladder drills, I want you in those same lines. So line 1, you're gonna start right here, go back. Line 2, you're gonna start right here and go back. And I don't want to see any arguing or pushing over who's the line leader this time. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, and go. Yes, ma'am. All right, so super simple. I believe we did a variation of these last week. You're gonna run down. You should be talking and fire face. It doesn't matter to me which side you start on, whichever one you feel most comfortable with. So I do my jump back and traffic, reverse hook it, and back one. And then I run back. Again, I don't want us running in the middle because there's going to be a lot of crashes and collisions. So I want you running on the outside, back to the end of the line. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's not necessarily a race. I want you to do the combination correctly. See it? What do you need? Line 1, line 2. All right, so remember, on our combinations, our last 1 to 2 moves make contact, but for especially number 1 and number 2, just our back foot makes contact on the wave master, so distance yourself accordingly. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, and then when the Tia and Dustin run down, as they're running back, these people go, so on and so forth. All right, ready, and go. Number 2 is the end. All right, so we're moving on to number 3. Remember, this one is a long one, so we're moving a lot offensively. So we got to distance ourselves even more. I'm just going to do it like this time when you master it. For 5, 6. So I do my front punch, front kick, back leg round, first hook round, back punch, I am. So same thing, I just love it, back punch, making contact. All right, so my next guys, you're number 3, followed by the rest of your team. Ready, and go! All right, now moving to number 4, same thing, only our back comes from the contact. Yeah, and we're back to the 0 line. Ready, and go. Yes, ma'am. Don't forget the back, for our back punch. Come back. Ready? Come back, come back. Let's do it again. All right, then you two, have you won yet? All right, Riley, Ethan, I can separate you two. You can keep them out. So, I need you guys to go grab your sparring gear. We're going to go over point right on here in the beginning of class. So, I want you to bring it back to your dot, and then I'll time you from there. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, and go. Yes, ma'am. UT, quick take off. Fast feet, fast feet.
Wasn't able to get my water.
Let's do fast feet. You can lay out your sparring gear, just start something out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Are we still waiting on your sparring gear? Okay. Mason, what did I say? All directions. All right, guys, you have 2 minutes, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah. All right, we're 50 seconds in. Yes, ma'am. All right, that marks 2 minutes. Okay, we'll keep working on our speed. This is your turn. I use you really quick. Can you help Asian? So let's put those on. Good, great. All right, and then all my guys, you have mouth guards in. Yep. And then can you go grab it, please? Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. All right. So I can't get it in. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna. All right, Riley, on your feet. So we are going over point sparring today, because remember, in your tournament, you do a form that you get scored on, and you spar. And the first, when you guys fight, the first person to 5 points wins. So, Emin, you were used. Oh, he's over there. I used you last night. Can I use you right now, sir? All right, Betsy, run. All right, so before I tell you guys the answers, I'm going to ask and see if we remember the answers. So I'm going to pop over here and face them. So in level 2, no contact here. Level 3 in black belt, that'll be a different story. But for now, no head contact for right now. We're still learning how to control our punches and kicks. So again, no head contact. All right, if I am sparring Evan, so stay right there, you're gonna act. You're just gonna be a statue. If I kick him, how many points does that give me? Katie? 2. So kicks give me 2 points. If I get him with a punch, how many points? Atia? Say that again. 1. Good. So hand techniques are 1. Kicks are 2. All right, those are the only 2 variations. It doesn't, for your hand techniques, it doesn't necessarily have to be punches or back punches. It can be back fists, ridge hands. Ridge hands are going to be, since we can't do head contact, it'd have to be a ridge here. I would recommend if you're gung ho on doing a ridge, that would normally be used if you laterally step in a match, but those are a lot of big words some of us don't get yet, and that's okay. So again, nothing up here. 2, any kick works. I can do a hook kick. I can do, if I'm far away, I can do my step behind side kick. All of those can get me 2 points in a match. 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. And remember, you have 3 judges watching your sparring match. You have a center judge, which if the fight is going on right here, the center judge stands right here, and 2 side judges are watching on the side of your match. And when they score you, I want you to make sure you position yourselves smartly so when you are sparring, if majority rules basically when you guys are scoring. So if you guys are fighting and then I'm gonna swing over here. So like I said, the center judge is right here and 2 side judges are right here. If Emin's back's turned, if you guys standing over here, can you see me kicking him? Can you see that? No. So the center judge, Mr. Churchman, he's our center judge. He can see my kick, right? But you guys, my side judges can't. And when they do the score, if the side judges, they'll do no confirmation. They didn't see anything. But Mr. Churchman, that's 2 against 1. So your kick doesn't count. So instead, I want you to get your opponent in a place where your side judges can see your kicks, because then they'll count on getting you points. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right. So, that's basically it. Is there anything else you want to add? We've been over points, positioning yourselves. All right. So, we're just going to spend the last 5 minutes of class sparring. I want you guys to make sure that use different moves that you think can position your partner into a place where the judges can see you, if that makes sense. So just figure out a scenario as you're sparring your partner. Let's say the side judges are over here now. Usually, if you're standing right here in a sparring match, your side judges will be to your left. If you are on this side, they'll be to your right. So if Emin and I are sparring, he's already in a position where they can see all of my contact moves. But if his back's turned, I want to figure out a way where I can get him to turn so the side judges can see. Yes, ma'am? All right, so this is all about footwork, playing the game. Sparring is like dancing in my mind. You just have to find a way, ins and outs. There's not an exact method that works. It's all about playing the game. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, I need you guys to find a partner. Ready, and go.
Yes, ma'am.
Then Riley, you are going to. All right, so Alexis and Chloe, you 2 are going to be partners. And then Justin, yes. And then Justin, oh, you do not have hand pads? Then I need you to shadow sparring. So one more time, raise your hand if you don't have a mouth guard in. You don't have a mouth guard, Chloe? All right, so we can't spar in case anything happens. So, what do you think? Just all the ones that don't have mouth guards? All right, so if you don't have a mouth guard or hand pads, any of your equipment, I'm going to have you spar a bag just for the time being. And then, let's see.
Eden, I want you over here with Alexis. Yes, sir?
And then, what? That's your partner. And I need you to go wash off your mouth. So, we're going to start your partner. All right, and face your partner, cup attention. Bow for your feet, touch gloves, and spar. Drive some contact. That's what we're offering to teach. Partner attention. Bow courtesy. All right, I need you to find a new partner. And go. And then remember, if I'm with Emmett, again, it's a game. It's dancing, distracting contact. If I do a round kick and he blocks it, I can follow him with a back kick. If I go in for a front punch, normally this hand would come up to block it. Block for a front punch. I got it, it's fine. We're at the needle, we've gone over that. We've gone over round kicks, leading through. You just gotta find your ins and outs of what's open. Yes, ma'am.
Like you said, no head.
Yeah, no head contact for the time being, so you can play right through. You can fake, but if it makes contact. All right, face partner attention. Bow courtesy, touch gloves, and spar. Ethan, don't argue. Let's go. And time. Attention. Now, find a new partner. This is our last round. Hurry, hurry.
I tell you, I knew you were going to take it for you. How are you?
Find something you haven't sparred. Hey, you know not taking it.
You go 1, 2, 3. I know that you
No?
So if you want to
Breather.
slide, or distracted.
Attention. Now,
Let's go with
touch gloves, and spar.
Hide those kicks. Hide those kicks.
Attention. Well, all right, I need eyes up here really fast. So, I talked about this before. My biggest pet peeve in sparring matches is when they just dance around and no one makes a move. I promise when one person makes a move, someone will counter it, initiating the match. And then some of us are watching, when moving offensively, some of us, if I'm starting Mr. Churchman, we just went like this. That's not moving offensively. Yes, I can form, but throw some techniques with it. I can't just barricade him and steamroll him. That's not going to work. So we're bouncing. You can move offensively, throw some techniques, but we're not just barreling into someone. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you guys can take your headpieces off, mouth guards out. Do not set it on the mat. That is gross. I can't tell you how many feet touch this mat, and I don't want that in your mouth. All right, so it goes in the divot on the earpiece on your headpiece. Does that make sense? All right, so I need you guys lined up, belt ring order, starting in the order. Ready and go. Yes, ma'am. So my high red. You're in the same range, go by high.
You didn't say hands, heads. Go sit down. You gotta do.
All right. So now, I call your name, attention, Dr. Yes, ma'am. Front of your team. And Justin.